We're the Hutchison family, and this is our WPS story.
It's just weird to think that you are coworkers with your mom and your dad and your sister and sometimes your grandma.
But it was never the plan. It just happened to work out that way.
Right.
Never planned.
So when you left real estate, what was it that made you apply to the district?
I grew up watching my mom, your grandma, work in the school system in Texas, and just thought I would look for something in Wichita Public Schools and started as a clerk at Pleasant Valley Elementary. Now I am in transportation, and I am an assistant supervisor for field services, and I really enjoy my job. At one point I had the opportunity to work at the same school that you two attended, and so that was fun. And
how could I forget?
I actually have forgotten. I don't really remember Mom being there all that much. I remember you being a clerk at Pleasant Valley, but I guess I don't really remember you being at OK when I was there.
I was in 4th or 5th grade when Mom started as a para with Connie, and I often remember getting off of school and walking down to Connie's room and seeing Mom, and I always knew that, I had family in the building, and it was nice, and instead of going out and waiting by the curb to get picked up, I could walk down to the classroom.
We were always just involved in the school anyway. We just felt like we were a part of the school family anyway. And so working there, it just was very natural. We're just very involved and just part of the school community anyway.
When you were going to K-State and working on your degree, did you think you'd work for Wichita Public Schools?
When I was working on my degree, school nutrition really didn't come to mind. Got my degree in nutrition and public health, and they really pushed a clinical path, and I saw myself working in hospitals. But when I saw such a great need for school nutrition and what a large portion of public health and nutrition is, and I saw what a great impact it had for our family and providing for our family, it just seemed like a great fit.
So Dad, what about you? What brought you to the district?
Started in automotive out of high school and started work at an independent shop for about 17 years. Got into printing. Printing slowed down, and your mom saw an opening in the garage, so I applied, and I've been with the district now in the garage for 10 years.
Mads, what made you decide to work for the school district?
Well, when I applied to the district, I applied to be a sped para. I saw how good the district had been to you and Dad, and I've seen how you've been able to work your way up. You started as a special education para, or it was, I think, maybe your second job in the district, and so I saw how much you and Dad enjoyed it and how good the district had been to you guys for so long. I thought, why not?
The print shop is just right down the hall from where I work, so I get to see you all the time now.
Yeah, that is super cool that we are all, except Grandma, but we're all working in the same building now. I think I was a para for 5 years, and after about 5 years, I was kind of wanting to move into something else. So I put in for that position at the print shop, and now I'm right down the hall from you.
Grandma, and you're here now too.
I actually started back in Texas in 1979 in the cafeteria. And after coming back up to Kansas, I just naturally went back to the school district. It was just a natural something for me to do.
Kids call you Grandma, or is it always
They have
just
to think
Miss
about it. I know when I was a child, I didn't think teachers were real people. And they put you kind of on a pedestal. You're something different. They only see you in school. Mm-hmm. But when you see them in restaurants and so forth, and they run up to you and hug you, there you go. You've done your purpose.
I know when I was at North, everyone knew Margueritte's parents. My parents were very involved. It was nice. It felt very natural to come back to the district. It just was a good fit. It's one big happy family.
I think the one that always got me was when I started at the service center. I'd talk to these people and I'd find out that their mom and then their dad and their brother, and I thought, holy cow, does the whole family work out here? And then I became one of these people that has my whole family working out there. It's crazy.